Obviously, I'm coming to the end of my 2-year contract. It expires at the end of the season, and as you do, as you get towards the end of a contract, you think around what's next. And look, my gut feel has told me that the best thing for me is to move on. Been a massive privilege to be involved with such quality people, both management and players. But it's just a case of a bit of a gut feel and time to move on. So really grateful for what the last couple of years have given me, and really excited about the next 4 or 5 weeks as well. But that's the decision I've come to, and ready to move into the Grand Slam tour.
Jace, first of all, when did you settle on the decision to walk away?
Oh, only a few weeks ago. Nothing. No major things triggered it. It's just around me, just thinking around what's best for me, and as I say, a couple of weeks, and we can we'll announce now, move on when we get up north.
Was there any pressure internally that things weren't going the way that the group wanted them to be going?
No, look, mate. Obviously, as coaches, you're obviously, and probably I'm the guy that puts the most pressure on myself around wanting to get performances and parts right. But no, not at all, mate. Massive respect from all the coaches both ways and the management group, and we're operating well amongst some pretty awesome people. So no, nothing like that.
Was the option still on the table to extend beyond your current term if you wanted to?
That was a discussion that was going to take place in the coming weeks, I think. But there was no need to get to that, because I'd decided around what's best for me. So no.
When did you first tell Razor and the rest of the coaching group that you were going to be heading off?
Myself and Ray obviously had a good relationship and really good comms the whole way through this whole 2 years. So a couple of weeks ago, when we were in the middle of the Bledisloe, we had a chat around it. So we've been chatting away since then.
And you told the group this morning. How did that sort of play out with the players and the rest of the management team?
Yeah, it's always it's always a bit of a feel it in your guts. So obviously, when you've worked pretty hard with a top group of men, and you tell them that you're going to move on, but mate, that's what you do in this environment. If you're honest and you front up and you tell people where you're at, then we back each other and we get on with it.
Is there any jobs on the horizon for you, or sort of too early to say?
No, I haven't thought around that. As I say, I've been fully focused on Ireland first, and then what happens after that for the next 3 weeks. So we'll think about that then, but no, nothing at the moment.
Jason, have you always seen eye to eye with Razor over tactics, selections or whatnot? I mean, I appreciate coaches always have robust discussions.
Yeah, no, mate, nothing more than robust discussions. We've got a similar sort of mindset around the game and the innovations that we want to see and how the game should be played. So no, we haven't had any set twos. I reckon I'll get them in a fight anyway, mate.
Yeah. And are you concerned at all with the timing ahead of the tour?
I think it's great timing. When these things happen, the honesty around it and the putting things to bed while we're in New Zealand. Obviously, test week next week, Monday in Chicago, and mate, we'd be really honest about it, and then we get on with the job at hand for next week.
2 years in the job, Jace. I mean, reflecting on it, was it everything you sort of imagined? Pressure, expectation, etc. Yeah,
interesting. Pressure-wise, it was a different pressure. I think it's probably less pressure for me than when I was a head coach. You've got your role. You haven't got all the things that Ray's got to worry about at the moment. Around all the people and the board and all those sorts of things. So pressure-wise, I didn't think it was any more than what I had with the Canes. But mate, it's a unique environment, the international rugby environment, isn't it? You've got a bit of travel and. But no, mate, it's been a pleasure to work with the staff and the players. We've got best players in New Zealand, obviously, and in the world to work with, and they're all good men. So, no, everything I expected. It was a good challenge, but it was good fun along the way.
You going to stay in the coaching game?
Yeah, probably. It's a good question actually, because I just thinking around what I want, and as I said, the next 3 or 4 weeks are full on around. Making sure we win, and then take a real good sit back at Christmas and figure out what I want to do. But probably, yeah. But I just want to have an impact on people wherever I go.
Thanks everyone for coming along, and just like to say a couple of words, just fully for respect to Jason for the decision he's made. It's obviously a tough one, and he spoke with a lot of care to the group and from the heart, and said it's his time and we'll finish strong. And it's hard to hear, and what he said is, yeah, from his heart, and he's made a decision, and we respect it.
Razor, initially, did it come as a surprise to you, these conversations that you had in Perth?
Oh, yes and no. He's a pretty reflective guy. We always connect and go along the way, and you have a discussion and you think, well, what's best for you and your family, and you took a couple more days, and then you come back to me and said, no, this is the call that I'm going to make, and you get on with it and you back him.
Was there any pressure coming from the board or higher up that potentially changes were needed within the attack and set up?
No, nothing really. It was just a conversation. It was coming into the end of the 2 years, as he said, and he said, it's time for me, and thanks for everything. And he's been, he's a really good coach and a good friend, and respect him for the tough decision, but there's nothing from above, no, not at all.
How did it go this morning when the rest of the team found out that Jace was heading off?
Well, look, he finished off the meeting, so it was even sort of walked out contemplating, what he had sort of said in that moment, and haven't really had a chance to reflect, to be honest, because we've gone from the meeting to here to you guys standing in front of us. So yeah, we'll get around the players and connect with them. Yeah.
What next in terms of this coaching group? Are there others outside that you'll be wanting to bring in, the likes of Andrew Goodman or Brad Moore even? Have you started thinking about that at all, who you might like to bring in?
No, it's so new. No, we haven't even gone down there. We've just been focusing on the Northern Tour, the Grand Slam, and what's ahead of us, so I haven't gone down that track yet.
Coach, was this a KPI thing, like looking at the amount of points scored in games and things like that?
No, it wasn't. No, like I said, just as we said, just Jason's made a call and thinks it's time for him, yeah.
Scott is the second assistant who's left in the last sort of 14 or 15 months. Are you happy with the setup you've got with your coaches?
Look, you want the best for everyone, don't you? And the coach, we're in a professional environment, and we're a team that performance is paramount, and he's made a call on his coaching for position. So every circumstance is different, and then his one obviously is his call today. So it's the situation we're in.
What was his role, sort of attack, skills sort of coach? What was his sort of position that he had in the team?
Oh, look, obviously did all the backs, all the kickoffs, off the strikes, off set piece and scrum, and he had a good portfolio.
Ray, the timing of it, did you weigh that up as to announce it now on the eve of the tour, or wait until the end of the year?
Yeah, we weighed up both on what's the best for the team and for Jason, and we realised when he made his call, we thought it was best. What the rugby was like. Someone's going to find out, and then you're going to write an article, and then we'll be second to the print. So we just felt it was the right time, and here we are. We're just being open and honest about it.
And just in terms of distractions and confidence, obviously Ireland at the end of next week is a fairly big challenge.
There's no hesitation around the coaching side of it. We'll get on with the job, and there's nothing around the performance side of it. It's just a decision that's been made, and we'll get on with it. And it's exciting month ahead of us for us, and it's a great way to send Alfie off with some good performances.